I was talking with a senior citizen the other day, and he was talking about being in harness. And I didn't really catch what in the world he was talking about. But he said, well, did you ever hear about dying with your boots on? And I thought, well, yeah, I've heard of that. He said, well, actually, the phrase when it started was die in harness. And of course, harness being something you put on a horse, a draft horse, so you can do some work, or maybe some of the race horses that pull those buggies, they're in harness. And so it was an interesting lesson I learned that day, talking about horses and harnesses and dying with your boots on or dying in harness. And it was a good reminder for me in the sense that here was a man who was in his 80s, and he was one that was saying to me, I'm going to follow God, I'm going to serve him no matter what for my entire life, all the way to the end. And it was a reminder to me how that dedication can really pay off in serving God and being an example to his people. You never give up. You keep going. And Scripture bears that out as well. There's a passage in the Psalms, Psalm 92. And in Psalm 92, verse 12, it says this about dying in harness. It says, the righteous shall flourish like a palm tree. He shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon. Then it says, those who are planted in the house of the Lord shall flourish in the courts of our God. Now here's the harness part. They shall still bear fruit in old age. They shall be fresh and nourishing. And boy, what a contradiction to the way most of society looks at seniors. They look at it old, worn out, get rid of them, throw them away. But that's not God's perspective. God's perspective is just the opposite, that even in old age, you can be fresh and flourishing. There's still more to do. So I think that's a great admonition for all of us, that as we age, that we should actually be like a fine wine and get better as time goes on. And so God says, we want to be in harness. Christ says, take my yoke, it's light, it's easy. And so we can still serve. We can still give. There's so much to offer, even in old age. That's BT Daily. We'll see you next time.